shot, who me? Take that, ooh-wee. One shot, movie. That's all you need.
One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot. You only get one shot. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot. You only get one shot. One shot. You only get one shot. You only get one shot. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot. You only get one shot.
Hey, DJ Mosky, let's get it. We the champions here in Los Angeles. We doing numbers, bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I met the plug, introduced to my brother. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers, gang in the building, we taking it over. Call the promoters. I just put up in this thing with my soldiers. I blew it and I'm still. Last minute I'ma need me some. Call up Khalifa.
On a wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas, the roof is open and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Carolina Panthers and the Houston Texans. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. Fielded just outside the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
Check Mike 21. Watch that environment. Hey, check Mike 21. Mike 21. Check Mike 21. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. Hey, check Mike 21. Mike 21. Check Mike 21.
And right off the bat, Mills looking to throw it. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. That's a pickup of 11 and a first down on their first offensive play.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
I'm coming. Hey, check Mike 21. Mike 21. Check Mike 21. We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here.
A first down throw for Mills. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Texans go down the field in just 2 plays to take the early lead. Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either, and it's 7-0. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Mayfield and the Panthers now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Let's get off the field. Check.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
Check. Fresno.
He's got a man, complete. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. He got 29 yards that time.
And time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, Panthers. A big play there. 46 yards. And the Panthers are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
23 yards on the play.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got to step on them. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. 2 yards left on 2nd down from the 9. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Mayfield knocks this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. DJ Moore from 8 yards out. And the Panthers have moved out in front. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that makes the score 14-7. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. Taking it about the 1. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this third drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of a tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's the tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well in that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
Hey, check, Mike 21, check.
From the 39, Mills. Buying time to his left. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
It'd be interesting to see what he decides to do the next time he's in the position we just saw there. Outside of the pocket, takes a throw downfield, it turns up incomplete. I wonder if next time he might take off and run.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Looking to throw is Mills. Throwing right, and that's complete. They'll wind up getting just a yard.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love...
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. A good pickup there, a 22. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it's second down.
All right, Charles, we've spoken about this offense plenty, how great they've been all year. 9-0 now, into the back half of the season. Super Bowl favorites, without a doubt. I think everyone agrees on that. What do you think is the thing that most stands between them and a perfect season?
I think it's themselves. I think it's their team, how they approach things, how they conduct themselves during the week, practicing, getting ready, and then going out and playing. Can't take your foot off the gas pedal at this stage. Doesn't matter if it's a weak team you're playing or not. Look, when I talk with one of the best golfers of all time, he told me he never played against the field. He just played against himself and his own standards.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Mayfield on 3rd and 2. He's got Anderson right side. And they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
Barnard came into this game eager to see how they would hold up in man coverage. But on that play, they held up quite well.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Mike 21, Mike. Come on, boy. You better be ready. Don't be scared of it.
Off the play fake, Mills.
And Cooks has it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29.
Mills on 1st down. That's out to the flat for Edmonds.
Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score.
From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4.
Check pass. Hey, check Mike 21.
Throwing, Mills. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football.
And that's now the 2nd time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively. And you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Carolina. A great play there. With touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year.
And the Panthers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that. And Mills is intercepted for the third time. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
On second down, McCaffrey. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. Well, that's one stuff. We'll see if this defense has another in their back pocket.
I just wonder on the other side of the ball, do you just challenge the big guys up front? This is short yardage situation.
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey. He has career touchdown number 78, tying him with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Panthers take a 3-touchdown lead. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. I mean, at this point, CD, what is not going their way in this first half? After that pick 6, they now have a 4-possession lead here.
And that allows them to say to themselves, how about we get everybody involved, okay? Because this one is a runaway, and it's looking like it's going to be even more of a runaway. Everybody gets a chance to play and get a little bit of love. The more guys that get to watching the highlight reels from this one, the better.
And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really.
He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Houston. Brandon Cooks, 75 yards. And the Texans are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
The football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line.
Let's go, defense. Hey, alert 33. Check 24. Kill. Hey, turn it up.
Mayfield looks to throw. Flush to his right. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Ben Banogu. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
Traditionally, as a defense, your number one job, stop the run. But in today's football, it's impacted the opposing quarterback. Make him uncomfortable. And so far, they've not been able to do that.
Not at all. He's been really comfortable in the pocket. 3 touchdown passes already.
So that could be an important first sack if they do want to turn things around.
And a diving effort, but only right at the line of scrimmage. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hekker to punt it away. All told, a 54-yard punt, 13 on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one. He's put up numbers in this one by pushing the envelope a bit whenever he could with deeper throws. But let's play a little philosophy here. Some plays it works. Sometimes they're ready for you. And that time, they were on guard. Incomplete.
Dancing to his left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Hey, check Mike 21.
Working out of the gun, Mills. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. 21 yards there on 3rd down.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
He's got Jordan complete right side. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
A good passing down here, and they send 3 receivers to the right of the formation on 2nd down. Here's Mills. He'll let this go for the end zone. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Texans get a bit closer. And oh, it's blocked. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. 30, 10, 5, and all the way into the end zone, and that's 2 points. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Mayfield off the play fake. Steps away. And he'll just get rid of it.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on 1st down. So on now is Johnny Hekker to punt this one away. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think...
And my goodness, another interception. Jeremy Chinn picks it off, and he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and the route is on here in this first half. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
This fielded right at the goal line.
Now a hit and a loose football, and it's picked up by the Panthers, and this one will be brought back to the 22. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear tuck it away.
And he will score. Touchdown Panthers. DJ Moore. Halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50.
And the Panthers are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Quick throw complete by Mills.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Who that? Who that? Hey, check Mike 21. Mike 21. Check. Hey, check Mike 21. Mike 21. Check Mike 21. Get your swerve on. Hey, check Mike 21. Mike 21. Check Mike 21. Come off the ball.
Mills. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
Mike 21. Check Mike 21. Bound to lose one.
Mills now.
Mike 21. Check Mike 21.
He sets to fire deep. And now here is another interception. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Just a little too lackadaisical, Charles, and they didn't get up and snap the ball in time. Delay of game.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if he understood where the clock was located. In different stadiums, it's in different places. You have to check that in pregame and make sure you're aware so you don't run into penalties like these.
2nd down and right back to McCaffrey.
Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
No such thing as a loss. We taking wins home. Check your hot read.
They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up.
And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
Gonzalez out now to try the Panther field goal.
On the left hash, this from 48 yards. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down. And the defense closes quickly there, and he'll get maybe a yard to the 33.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
3rd down, here's McCaffrey.
51 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Patch it. Check three.
And a short gain down to about the 33. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Gonzalez's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track? And my goodness, another interception. And the Panthers are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Mayfield and the Panthers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 42.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hits 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback as everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
2nd down and right back to McCaffrey.
They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
21, check Mike 21. Here we go, here we go. Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. I got him. Hey, check Mike 21.
They go play action. Mills.
Our time, it's our time.
He's letting it fly for Cooks. And this one is incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. 2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7.
McCaffrey running up the middle. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34.
85 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. And the ball is knocked out. And the Texans say they have it. They do.
You and I have been around teams, and they all have goals for games, don't they? And every team we've ever talked to says what?
No turnover.
Don't turn the ball over. 0. And they were that close to getting it done. Won't cost them today, but they'll hate that when they're watching the game tape.
He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21.
To throw, Mills.
He'll fire one end zone for Cooks. And oh, it'll be intercepted.
And the Panthers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they've run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Johnny Hekker now. He's been terrific so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. This is fielded at the 27. Call that 49 yards on the punt. They do get 7 back on the return.
And the Texans will take over.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10.
Mike 21, check Mike 21. Let's go, defense. Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. Watch the flood, watch the flood, watch the flood.
Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Check Mike 21. Hey, watch the slant. Hey, check Mike 21. Mike 21. Check Mike 21. Hey, here I come. Here I come.
Now Mills.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Watch the backer. Watch the backer. Hey, check Mike 21. Mike 21.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Mills to throw it.
And he comes back with one complete. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Again, it's Mills.
Eluding the pressure right.
Mills hit, and he loses the ball.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Check Mike 21. Mike 21. Check Mike 21. Watch the slants. Watch the slant. 70 range.
Mills, 4th down. Got to have it.
Being chased out left. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And the Panthers will get the football back. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. The Texans here on 3rd down putting an extra defender in the secondary. Mayfield knocks this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he will be marked down short of the 1st as they get to him at the 29. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Here's Johnny Hekker now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. A great return there, bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because They're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play.
And now here is another interception. Jeremy Chinn picks it off. And the Panthers are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
99 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. A give running left, it's McCaffrey. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Carolina, they keep on rolling 10-0 now to start the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for Houston, they come back to the pack a bit as their record falls to 7-3. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Tennessee Titans.
Insatiable. Till we all big time. Face on my rollie on big time. Facing my goals, that's a big climb. Still my flow is unshakable. Run it up. I cannot quit it. I need it. I ain't where I wanna be. I can admit it. Never submitting. I'm fighting my darkest of thoughts. I am a force. I harbor the light that's inside of my heart. I write in my art and give you my story. You the witness. I came on a mission to give you my pain and give you my glory. All this time, I'm on the grind. Oh, I'm shining. Nothing can stop me. All these years, blood, sweat, and tears. But I'm still here. Nothing can stop me. Run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up. Nothing can stop me. Run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up. Nothing can stop me. I overcame all the odds. I ain't been playing it safe, nah. I was just giving my all. I'm taking it there. Hop in the Wraith and we lay in the stars. I made it happen, a boss, yeah. I was just playing my cards. I'm taking it there. I'm taking it there. I'm taking it there. It's gonna be a riot, doubt me it's quiet. I got the can of gas, I'm about to ignite. I am driven, I won't ever get tired. Cause I've been left behind, I had to get right. Waiting on the sign, now I just wait on myself. Got nothing weighing on the mind. One thing I learned after all this time, the mountain you carry meant for you to climb. All this time, I'm on the grind.